talk now that the very Democrats who were doing everything they could to derail this thing are now just getting out of the way of this thing, or are they? Count Republican Texas Congressman Kevin Brady delighted if they're getting out of the way. But, I don't know, Congressman. Everything has to fall into place, right? And there are a lot of pieces here.
Yeah, there really is. Not much time left, obviously, but look, diffusing a $4 trillion tax bomb is no small achievement and no small task. This ought to be job number one for this Congress before it leaves at the end of the year. And my thought is, look, this isn't the bill I would have drawn up, but it does stop that tax bomb, does continue the tax relief, and it's not the last word on spending. I think Republicans haven't absolved themselves from more spending cuts. In fact, we ought to look for ways to have future spending cuts to offset the spending in this bill.
Well, you're pretty good at counts in there, and I know the majority party for the moment, it's still the Democrats. As we wait to see some of the House Democratic caucus members come to those microphones, they rarely pass up such an opportunity, but you never know. Do you think the numbers are there in the House to get this approved as is without changing it?
I do think there's strong support from Republicans, not all, because look, this isn't a perfect bill, and we understand those concerns.
You're right about that. We're going to talk to a few who, led by Mitt Romney, who say no.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't like to play games with tax increases. I didn't come here to allow any tax increases on any people for any length of time. And if that means I have to dig deeper into spending cuts next session to offset this, then that's what I'm determined to do.
But you know what I always wondered with that argument? I see where you're coming from, sir, but it always sounds like, I don't know, the wimpy Popeye argument, I'll pay you tomorrow for a burger today. In other words, I'll commit to spending resolve tomorrow if you'll just cut me a break today. And it's the tomorrow part that worries folks, right?
Well, it does, but I tell you what, this new Republican majority, you're going to see some pretty significant spending cuts. It's probably going to shock some people what it's going to take to balance the budget again, but we're deadly serious about it. And the best way you start is to have a strong economy without higher taxes.
You now have this omnibus spending measure that was dropped on all of you guys out of the blue, of $1.1 trillion worth to fund the government through next year. It's a House matter. It gets to be more of a Senate matter. But bottom line, it's a messy matter. Do you think you guys can resolve that as well before the end of this session?
Yes, I certainly hope so. I hope we kill it. We can't afford that spending, can't afford the earmarks. That's just exactly what the voters in November refused to support any longer. And what we need is just a temporary, short, low-cost extension of spending into the new year. Let the new Republican majority in the new Senate tackle this issue.
Congressman, it's a pleasure. I hope you're out of there long before Christmas, but if not, have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too, Neil.